It's time for Bull Sessions, brought to you by Willcross Seed, your weekly hour-long excursion into all things agricultural, from farming to livestock, soil to seed, equipment to rural life. Now here's your hosts, Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
Here we are, Brad. Good morning.
Good morning, Randy.
You doing good? What is that?
What?
That voice.
You're making fun of the way I sound, don't you?
Yeah, Kermit.
Kermit.
You sound like a frog.
No.
You got a frog in your throat?
No, what it is, it's called this soybean dust. Somebody had the bright idea when they were around soybean dust not to wear a dust mask.
You should wear a dust mask when you're around soybean dust.
That's the Willcross safety tip of the week
It
is to wear a
is.
dust mask around soybean dust.
All employees are supposed to do that.
I was on private
excuse?
property at the time.
You always have an excuse.
Well, I had to do that, Randy, because I was in the middle of trying to get stuff around, and I had to just get work done, and I didn't have to slow down and deal with that issue at the moment.
It's the same old story. I don't believe none of it.
And now I've got the sinuses and the throat and everything, and you're going to make fun of me.
I am.
Where were you? Were you inside or were you outside?
Oh, I was busy working somewhere.
Inside.
Well, probably.
Probably with the heat on.
Probably.
And your leather jacket.
Yes, probably.
Looking like a biker group.
I'm quite older than you, and I get cold quicker than you.
Well, what are we going to talk about today, Randy?
Yeah, we got a surprise later on. We got a couple surprises. You know, a few things we're changing up a little bit on Bull Sessions. And
I like surprises.
It is. One thing, we're going to try to focus on. I see you've got another list of, I don't know what to call it, Bull Session material, I suppose.
Yes, I do. I have a list for you.
Okay. I think we're going to have a guest call-in deal later on in the third segment. Another little thing we're going to start doing on a weekly basis that we're going to tease everyone and,
we're going to
and ease into this.
Ease into it. Okay. So we're going to focus on something and
we would.
Okay.
What are you doing now?
Well, you hear this? Doesn't that get you excited? I mean, think about it. It sounds like you're running down the highway, don't it?
Excited to frighten. Yeah. You and Miles has been collaborating again, haven't you?
I think a lot of people don't know this, but years ago you used to haul mill.
I did.
And then you went hauling tater chips.
I did.
Well, so you drove the truck a little bit.
I did.
Well, a lot of our farmers are spending quite a bit of time on the road hauling grain down to the elevator. And I've come up with
trucking going on now. Big harvest.
I've come up with the best excuses to give the DOT when you're on the side of the road.
Oh.
I don't know why you'd be on the side of the road with them, but
you've been on the side of the road before.
Just it happens to the best of us. Okay, so here's some excuses, and I'm not responsible if these don't work for you.
Okay, let's have them.
The first one is the test weight on this AgriGold 64.99 corn must have got heavier.
Oh, good one. I'm sure he would go for that.
You understand test weight? Because if you have the same container, the same size, and you have 56-pound test weight, like you're planting some off-brand pretzel stuff, or if you're planting AgriGold 64.99, where in the plot it went 61.2-pound test weight,
big deal.
that's going to put a lot heavier load on your truck, and that's going to make you be overweight.
The DOT man will say, I totally understand.
He should understand.
He should was the key word there.
Should. Not guaranteeing it. Okay.
What's your next one?
Those tires are Chinese radials, and that's why they're squatted. Okay. That's not an air leak. It's a bird whistling.
Okay. He'll believe that, no doubt.
Definitely want to believe that. And says, I thought you were waving at me because you was a good old boy and you were friendly, not that you wanted me to stop and talk to you.
Sure, they do that.
He was waving, so you just wave back at him, right? Okay, I'm waving here in the studio, and the only people can see me is
he would look at you and he would think, well, what a nice driver that is.
Yeah, and you get over and not, he's sitting there on the side on that big
I think
shoulder.
I'm going to go pull him over and thank him for that gesture.
My dad loaded this truck last night in the dark. He's old and senile, and you just can't tell him anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on the truck. I'm just the driver.
That'll get you a free pass.
How about those lights were working when I left home?
I've said that.
Let me go jiggle the plug and see if they come on.
That don't work either, does it?
Or how about this one? I'm out here trucking at 3 a.m. because I want to be the first in line.
Yeah, he'll believe that.
That's a good reason.
It is a good reason.
What is it? Nothing happens good after 2 or before 6?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay, and now, do you remember as a kid, you played the game red light, green light?
Yeah.
Or were you before that where they had the street lanterns?
Yeah, street lanterns is what, candles.
Well, on red light, green light, red means to stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Green means don't stop, to keep rolling.
Uh-huh.
Just like the stop sign up there on the way in here today, I was yelling at you like, Randy, it's green, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so how come when we're going down the interstate, I thought the green light at the scale meant to keep on rolling on down the interstate and don't stop.
Yeah.
Does anybody else see that why is the closed sign red?
Don't
You
know.
stop and nobody's there. But when it's green, you drive on and they get mad.
Laws just get in the way, don't they? When it comes to harvest.
This stuff just doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. I know. I can tell.
How about this one? I'm not on the interstate because I enjoy the scenery on the 2-lane roads better.
Well, I get that. I don't know that DOT man will. Can you spell DOT, Bradley?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, I like going through Smithville because I like the scenery going by there.
Uh-huh.
That's a whole lot better for anybody else that's north going to Kansas City.
You're not trying to avoid scales.
You're not trying to avoid
like
scales
that.
or anything. But the thing is, the scales going south on I-29 and 35, they're not there no more.
No.
The ones coming north, they're still there, but you're typically empty. And if you live in King City, what I've heard you can do is if you go down 29 and the scales are open and you're going to, let's say, Cargill, you can come back and go up 35 and maybe those aren't open. It's only about 10 minutes difference on the trip if you're going to King City. I've been told that. And there's less traffic on 35. But moving on, how about my wife adjusted those brakes before I left, so I really doubt they're out of adjustment.
He'd believe it.
Believe that?
Believe it, yeah.
Okay. That tire didn't look like that when I left the field.
No, I'm sure it didn't.
Now this is a good one.
It's flat.
It's flat. Now, this next one's a really good one. This one I put a lot of thought into. Logbook. Why do I need a logbook? I'm hauling corn, not logs.
Yeah, yeah, he'll get that.
You understand? Okay.
He'll understand.
Now, have you ever seen them cars going down the road called like a Prius?
Yeah.
Okay, they're fuel efficient, green
They
energy, hippie sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is kind of my version of it. This is the last load of the year for me, and I was trying to conserve them nasty fossil fuels like diesel fuel by making these loads in 2 trips instead of 3.
You were looking out for the best interest
Trying
of
to do what's right for the
environment and all of that.
And then the dang DOT guy just be upset about it that you're a little bit heavy.
He just don't understand.
Don't understand.
He doesn't get it, does he?
Okay. How about this one? Why do you want to see my health card? You're not a doctor.
Well, you got a point there. Yeah, they always want a health card.
A health card, and you give them your Blue Cross Blue Shield card, and they just look at you funny.
It don't work.
It don't work. At least you got health insurance. I mean,
yours is probably from 5 years ago or something expired, and well, I've been meaning to get that done. Right? I can hear you saying that. I just haven't had time.
Now you might have some personal experience on this one. Don't you mean log books? I've got 3 of them, so which one do you want to see?
Well, when I was driving a truck, things was a little bit different in the day.
They were?
You know, there was, DOT was around, and it was pretty critical, but I don't think near as much as it is nowadays. It's pretty serious, because there had been known to be multiple logbooks in my truck.
Multiple logbooks.
Yeah, it's not right. We don't do that.
Well, that got my list. I worked really hard on that, Randy.
Well, take a little break. We got to take a little break now. It's our first segment already is almost over, Brad. So we're going to talk more about that and more of our surprises coming up here in just a little bit on Bull Sessions when we come back to 680 KFEQ.